Hey, Eddie. Hey, George. Welcome. Happy Easter, everybody. We're out here seeing if we can locate some of these catfish. Wind kind of picked up. It's choppy on the other side, so I'm using this bridge back behind me as a windbreak. Creek channel comes through here, goes all the way to the back and splits off. And this is one of the spots. All these rocks on this bridge and stuff is one of the places the crappie like to come up and spawn. And it also holds some of the catfish. So we're gonna try and see if anything's out moving around today. I throwed my cast net a couple of times. I didn't see any shad close to the bank. Uh, there are some shad and some fish activity a little bit farther out. So we're gonna sit and see what happens. Hey Timmy. Hey Mario. Hey Craig. I need to go ahead and turn my do not disturb on. I forgot. That way we're not cut out. There we go. Hey Mike, Valerie, everyone having a good Easter? Not bad out here, guys. We had lots of warm weather, but we've also had lots of 30 and 40-mile-an-hour winds. Today, the wind's not that bad. It's cloudy and overcast, and I like fishing on these cloudy, overcast days. So we're going to give it a shot. Hey, Big Mike. There's guys over here on this bridge crappie fishing. Good deal, Valerie. I figure with the shad slowly moving in here and also the crappie coming up in here to spawn, the catfish ought to start coming up in here. If I don't do any good here, I'm going to move over to where the creeks come into this lake at, because that's big, shallow spawning flats the catfish like to spawn in. And I may go try it over there for a while too. Last time I was there, the carp and everything were real active there, but the catfish just wasn't. But so if we don't do any good here, I'll move. Hey, babe, I'm sorry. I'm at the bridge, not the island. I'm on the north side of the bridge. Hey, Joshua, how you going? TX Tiger. I've got shad on all four rods, guys. Uh, I tried to catch some live shad. If they come in here a little closer to the bank and I see them start flipping, I'm going to catch some more. Uh, but I've got shad on all four rods. Two of them are Carolina rigged. Two of them have the Santee Cooper rig on them. And we're just going to see what happens. It's really nice out here. It's not too hot. It's not cold. Uh, I've got this bridge for a windbreak. So I've got a little bit of wind, but not terrible. My wife was supposed to come with me today, but she was still busy doing things, and I wanted to get out here and fish before it got too late. Hopefully she'll be able to come out a little bit later. For those of y'all that are wondering, that Jamie Ray Wright is my wife. I was I was supposed to message her where I was at before I went live, in case she wants to come out. And I got out here and got excited and forgot. Guys, I'm really excited. The fishing community is really growing. We're getting guys from Germany, Bolivia, lots of guys from the UK. Uh, if you see those guys, go check them out. It's pretty neat. Uh, I've been learning what whiting is. And I seen my first ever dogfish. I never knew what a dogfish was. I heard them talk about it. They're pretty neat. Uh, they catch rays. Pretty neat watching everybody, watching different ways they fish compared to the way we fish. But it's a lot of fun watching. They've got a big fishing family over there, just like we do the catfish community here. So if you see any of those guys in, check them out. I enjoy watching it because I'm learning new stuff from them every day. Yeah, George, she knew I was fishing. She knew which lake I was coming to. I just didn't tell her the exact spot because I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to try. Usually I get out here and kind of assess the wind, see how bad it is and which direction it's from, and then I'll go there and figure out where I'm going to fish. I was wanting to go over by the creeks where they come in at, but there's no wind block over there. It's wide open. And with all that wind, it would have made it next to impossible to try and record and do a live. So I'm over here at this spot hiding from the wind, and I've got a bridge 50 yards behind me that you'll probably hear the road traffic going up and down the road that's blocking the wind off of me. It's really choppy on the other side, and I like to fish over there a lot, but it's real choppy. So I come over here to where the water's a little bit calmer. These fish have been pulling up shallow already. We've had lots of warm weather, and the crappie are starting to pull up on the rocks and stuff to do their spawn. And I'm kind of hoping to catch some of them bigger catfish that are coming in here to eat on them crappie and stuff. You never know until you go, guys. You just got to try. Hey, Kelly B. Hey, Art. We're trying, guys. We're going to see if anything decides to bite. We've had lots of warm weather, up in the high 70s, almost 80s, but we've had 30 and 40-mile-an-hour winds the whole time. Today, the wind's laid a little bit. Uh, Still got high wind, 15, 20 mile an hour. That's starting to pick up. So I'm hiding from the wind, but I'm able to get out and fish. I haven't got to fish in a while. I've been working on the house. So I don't care if it's a big fish, small fish. I'm just ready to catch a fish and feel that pull on the line. All right, babe. Uh, if I move spots, I'll let you know. It's going to be kind of hard to move around today because of the wind. Lots of places I can fish, guys. The wind don't bother me. but I can't fish there and make a video at the same time. So when you're doing live streams and videos, sometimes you don't get to fish where you want. You have to fish where you can. And I've got the 4 rods spread out. I've got some that are thrown out quite a ways and some that are up closer. Oh, there's fish jumping right there. I think it's shad. They're a little bit farther than my cast net will reach. I need to put some extra rope on my cast net because I throw my cast net, and even when I'm trying to be easy, I throw it so far that I run out of rope. So I have to be really, really easy and not try and throw it at all, or I throw past what the rope has. If I can put some extra rope on it, I can throw out there farther. I don't know if you guys are familiar with cast nets, but when you throw it and it hits the end of that rope, it'll collapse your net. Doesn't work very good catching fish that way. Hey, Randall. Hey, Jeff. How you doing? Hopefully, we'll be able to get some fish on video for y'all guys today. With it cloudy and overcast like this, I figured they'd be active, but you never know. Since we had that big shad kill, uh, the bite's really been kind of weird. It hadn't been hot and heavy like it was. That's why I like bringing my wife these kind of times of the year because she'll use different bait than shad. She'll use worms and she'll use stink bait and stuff like that. To where I'm usually using shad, cut shad, live shad, bluegill. Now is the time uh, for them live bluegill and stuff for the big flathead because they're coming out of that winter pattern and they're going to start feeding. So I really want to go over to that spot where the creeks come in. There's an old roadbed there, and it's got concrete bridges that are under the water that most people don't even know are there. And it was a road that was there before the lake was built. And them big flatheads and stuff love to get up under them concrete bridges. Hey, Gorilla Sea Fishing, how's it going? Glad to see you guys from the UK popping in. I'm learning a lot from these UK fishermen, guys. I don't have any salt water around me, so I've never really fished the ocean. So every fish that these guys catch is something new to me, and it's really exciting because I'm learning different stuff. Hey, Matt, trying out some of the new circle hooks from Uncle Lou's today, also. Uh, they look really good. I'm going to try them out and see how they work. I like them because they got a big wide gap on them. Uh, you can put a big piece of bait on there or a big uh, bluegill and still have enough hook gap to get a hook set. Not yet, Matt. I have been seeing some shad and other fish hitting the top of the water in here. I was hoping with this overcast and it's a little bit cooler today. It's probably only 65, 66 right now. Uh, I was hoping the fish would be a little bit more active, but I didn't look at the barometric pressure or anything before I left. Didn't really matter. I was going to fish either way. I haven't been fishing in a while because I've been working on our house, and I'm having withdrawals. I had to get out here and fish for a little bit. Yeah, George, the uh, UK has a lot of fishing channels. Uh, I've been trying to pick them up here and there. Uh, I'll go in and be watching a live stream, and if they share any links or anything in there, I usually pick that channel up uh, and watch them. It's really neat for me. I find it real interesting. Like I never knew what a dogfish was. I heard them talk about them, and I finally got to see them catch a dogfish the other day, and it's almost shark-like. So it's pretty interesting. If you guys are not subbed to any of the UK channels, you might want to check them out. It's pretty interesting. I'm closer, Matt. I'm not fishing deep water. Here, all the fish have been up shallow. Uh, most of them that I've caught this year already have been in 4 foot of water or less. I hooked a big one over here the last time I was out, and got him about halfway in, and he come unbuttoned, spit the hook. Something happened. Not sure what. Hey guys, watch the rods a second. I'm gonna go see if I can throw the net over here and see if there's any fresh shad. I see something moving around on the water over there. I'm gonna see if there's any shad up in. I know that I see one little turtle over here. Any chance I can get to get live shad, I try it. Live bait and a fresh bait really seems to be key. These shad are smart. They're staying just out of my reach with that cast net. Hey, bald eagle. Try and throw my cast net every chance I see anything flashing on the water to get that fresh shad. Because guys, in catfishing, uh, fresh bait is key. Your bait will make all the difference between success and failure. Yeah, they've been kind of sneaky here lately, Cat Tiger. Kind of have to wait them out. I'll sit here long enough, uh, see if I can get them to get up close. I really like the bigger shad, guys. Uh, right now, I'm probably using 4-inch shad, but I really like uh, the bigger shad, especially for cut bait. This is the time of year uh, coming into spring, uh, throwing bigger baits really helps. Hey, Dan, but during the springtime like this, especially when the fish are coming out of that winter pattern and starting to pull up on the flat, I like to throw that bigger piece of bait. There was hardly no wind this morning, and I decided to come out and go fishing, and now the wind wants to blow. All the guys that were fishing the rocks and stuff have given up. Even the boat that was back in here pulled out and left. So I'm assuming the crappie's not biting right now either. Not a lot of people fish this spot for catfish, and at times, certain times of the year, it's a really good spot. Most of the people that come over here are fishing for the crappie. It's kind of nice today with that overcast because it's not too hot. Last time I was out, it was almost 80 degrees, but we had high humidity, and it was definitely getting hot. Hey, P City, what's up? Yeah, Dan, I see he's gonna unbox it tomorrow. There goes another group of crappie fishermen headed down the bridge. Come on, fish. You know, with that shad in here and them other fish hitting the top of the water, you know there's got to be fish over here. Well, I can see them jumping way out there in them trees. I don't know how good the video is. I don't know if y'all can see all that brush and stuff out in the water here. But I'm definitely seeing fish move through there, hitting the top of the water. Maybe we'll get lucky and get one to get hungry. Usually when it's cloudy and overcast like that, it'll turn the bite on, but so far it's pretty dead right here. Oh, that was a big old carp that just jumped out the water. I don't know if y'all got that on the video or not, but definitely some carp up in here. Where my wife needs to be here. She catches one of them suckers on a worm or something. Uh, I've never used carp for bait, but in honor of all the guys in DC, uh, I'm gonna try to use some carp if I catch one. I've seen the Fishing Magician and Has and DMV, all those guys up there, Chunky. I've seen all them use carp, and they've had good luck with it. And a buddy of mine, Fins and Fowl, uh, he went down and tried carp on Texoma, and he said it worked down there. So I'm not far from Texoma, so if I catch a carp, I'm gonna try it for bait. Really need to catch a good one. Try them new scales out. Which will be fun because once again, I run off and didn't bring the dip net. So I'll just have to get them to the bank and grab them with my hands. I like the dip net for weighing the fish, but for some reason I never remember to grab it, and I won't just stick it in the vehicle and leave it for some reason. Did everyone catch Chunky and Palmetto live yesterday? Chunky and Palmetto went live last night, and it was a lot of fun. I think about 4 o'clock he's going to be fishing with Has today. Has and Palmetto. That'll be a good show too. Chunky doubled up and ate 2 worms yesterday. I'm sorry, Dan. I've been so busy working on the house and stuff. I haven't really got on and set any more mods or anything. I need to because I need to set some of the guys from the UK up as moderators also. Thanks, P City. Has anyone else been out fishing today? I know Lynn was this morning. He'd caught a carp. Last night they caught another sturgeon. Them sturgeon are some wild looking fish. I'd never seen one before, but they're pretty wild looking, almost prehistoric. Got some lines out, TX Tiger. Yeah, it's been slow here. Like I said, I've been live 35 minutes so far and not even a peck. I see fish jumping, carp and stuff moving around. So fish for stripers yesterday, P City. Caught channel cats. Yeah. This lake has got flathead, blue cat, and channel cat in it. So you never know what you're going to catch. I can usually tell by the bite, though, when the channel cat are in there because they'll sit there and just peck and peck and peck at the bait. There's some little shad over here starting to come up. Getting closer to the bank. They're not very big, though. Probably about 3 inches. But any bait is better than no bait, guys. That's one of the best pieces of fishing advice I can give you. Fish do not like to bite when there's no bait on the hook. You've got to have bait on that hook. Looks like there's a whole little school of those little shad. Yeah, George. Hey, Lee Evans, Nick. Uh, I talk a lot with George. I see him a lot of places. George Ray is a great mod. I just can't do it while I'm live. I have to wait until I go home and then I go back on my laptop and go through the video and pick them up and set mods in. I'm gonna keep an eye out. It's starting to look like there's getting some shad activity over here to my left. I don't think it's near as deep over there either on the left side of me, but if I keep seeing all that activity over there, I may throw the cast net and try and catch some fresh bait. I may move a couple of the rods over to that side just to see what happens. It's a big open area here, so I can spread them baits out pretty much wherever I want. Oh, that line just went flat. We're gonna watch that rod a minute. I'll let it sit there a bit before I check the bait, but I don't know if something swam into the line or what, but may have been bumping the bait back to me because I looked up. All of a sudden, that line just went completely slack. Hey, fishing frustrations, welcome. Yeah, there's definitely fish popping the top of the water over here on the left. We're gonna give it a little bit and see what happens, but I may move a couple of these rods. Hey, Nathan's Fishing Adventures. Glad to see all these guys from the UK popping in. I'm gonna reel in and move a couple of these baits, guys, to see if anything happens. bait on this one. Yep, he stole our bait, guys. I have a feeling that may have been a turtle that stole our bait. Hey, Chris, hooks and hammocks, how's it going? That one got our bait off of there, but that's a 10-odd hook. So I bet it's probably a turtle. We baited it back out, got it out, and I moved that one a little farther to the left just to see if there's any more action over there. See some more shad popping. Don't be afraid to move your bait around, guys. Hey, Big Slim, a lot of the times there'll be a bend or a curve on that shelf or one rock or something, some kind of structure, something different about that shelf that those fish will congregate to that area. So I always spread my rods out and try and figure out if they're hitting on one side more than the other or if there's something holding them there. Hey, SK Crappies. Come on, Mr. Kitty Cat. Hope everyone had a good Easter. Hey, Sunfish Assassin, how you doing? That's awesome fishing frustrations. I knew you said you'd been out for like 2 days on a sea fishing trip. When you get the videos posted, I'll be there to watch. Guys, I'm going to walk over here and throw this net real quick. I keep seeing a little shad movement. I'd really like to get some bigger shad. These shad are about to drive me nuts, guys. I can see them hitting the water and just can't get them in the net. They're staying just a little bit far out. They're really scattered. Need to get them pull up in here and start schooling. I usually like to use anywhere from 8 to 16-inch shad. I like the big, thick shad. Yeah, it's going to be neat to see that unboxing tomorrow. I seen it was scheduled before I left the house this morning and went ahead and set the reminder so I don't miss it. Hey, straight to the point outdoors. I know we need a fish to come up in here. My wife got me this new battery bank, but I'm not sure even how to check and see how much power it's got. The other one's got a button you can push. Probably should have read the directions on it, but y'all know how that goes. I'm gonna put it on the charger real quick in the car and see how it does. All right, we're back, guys. I don't know what happened. I lost y'all for a minute. I'm gonna plug this new battery pack my wife got me up and see how charged it is. It says it was 97% charged, but for some reason, it doesn't look like either one of them seem to be wanting to charge my phone. That's why I didn't have it plugged in good. There we go. That way we just don't go dead. I learned the hard way to start watching my battery because I have been in a live stream and all of a sudden it just shut down. The last time I was live, uh, it was so hot and humid, the phone actually overheated and shut down. That was the first time I've ever had it shut down on me. It did. I was hoping to catch some fish for you guys today, but these fish don't seem to want to cooperate. It's been about an hour and nothing. I want to move and try another spot, but I won't be able to go live when I move. I don't think I'll be able to get out of that wind. I want to try though. Yeah, guys, share link. I like watching a bunch of these guys fishing in the UK and stuff. It's really neat. Every fish they catch is usually a new species to me that I've never seen before. It's been slow, guys. Been an hour and not a bite. All right, guys, it's been an hour. Uh, these fish aren't really doing nothing right here. Uh, I'm gonna pack up and leave and go try and find another spot that I can go live from. Uh, so if I can find a spot to go live from, I will, and I'll be back on. Uh, I appreciate all you guys coming in, uh, and hopefully be able to join me on the next one. But I'm not going to waste much more time here. I've been here an hour and not even a bite. So we're going to move and see if we can get on some active feeding fish, because right here they're not really feeding things like. So look for me to go live again, guys. I'm going to pack everything up and go find us another spot. Thanks, everyone.